Hey there, it's Jared Giannatasio at PayPros, and this is another episode of Maine HR Compliance. This week, I want to talk about paperless payroll. We had a question come into Maine HR Compliance, our group on LinkedIn. There's a comment section there where people type in questions every once in a while, and it was on paperless. So we're going to talk about what the law says in each state, but also what other companies tend to do. Because some companies do more than what the law requires, just to be nice or just to be accommodating to certain employees. But in the comment section below, I'm going to have the number of states that only require an electronic pay stub, and then and there's only about 10 of them. And then I'm going to have a separate list of the access states, and Maine is in that list. And you have to provide an electronic pay stub, but also the capability on site for the employee to print out that pay stub. And then, of course, the smallest group of all is the opt-out group. I think there's only about 4 states where if an employee says, "I want a paper check," you have to provide them with a paper check. So I'll have all three of those groups listed in the comments below. There have been some changes to the law. More and more states are in that access group. So if you have a lot of different employees in a lot of different states, you may just want to check it out just to make sure. But anyways, what a couple of our clients have done just to compensate or just to accommodate certain employees, we have a nonprofit that has some of their clients work for them. These are adults with mental disabilities, and they really need to get a paper check. So even though the law says you don't have to provide them, there's 2 or 3 checks that some of our nonprofits will print out. And so what we recommend is, instead of us printing just 2 or 3 checks and shipping them up for the same price as if we had printed them out for everyone, all the regular employees, they can just print out the checks right there on site using our system, and then they just sign the check themselves, put it in an envelope themselves, and hand it to the employees. That seems to be a decent workaround, as long as it's a limited number of checks. If it's a number of checks of any size, then we'll probably just end up doing it for you. Just like we have some companies that have bonus runs, they like a live check for the bonus runs. So we don't deliver anything for most of the payrolls, but then when they have a bonus run, we'll print out those checks, stuff them into envelopes, and send them up. So happy to accommodate with those different situations. So anyways, yeah. So any other questions that you have on payroll or HR or benefits? Because I know there's a lot of things with ACA. Some other questions coming up. So next week I'm going to answer a couple of common questions that people have about ACA, the Affordable Care Act. There's some reporting and there's some look back reporting that people need to deal with this time of year. So I'm just going to have a little conversation about that on Monday. And of course, a week from Wednesday, Wednesday the 14th, at St. Joseph's College, we have the Employer of Choice seminar. It's free. It's a couple of hours, and it's how to market your company as an employer of choice in this challenging job market. We have a social media marketing expert, and of course a couple of HR professionals to talk about corporate culture as well, and how that can affect things. So I'm actually also in the comments below. I'm going to put the Eventbrite invite, so you can just click on that and sign up for it. Yeah, because we have about 90 people have RSVP'd so far, and I'm surprised at how many people are not HR people that have actually signed up for this. Some business leaders have signed up for this, have RSVP'd as well, which is pretty surprising, but great. It's a facility that holds about 120 people. It's a big hall, so we're going to have plenty of breakfast and coffee for everyone. So there's about 30 spots left, so anyone wants to sign up, even though it's only a week away, have at it. And yeah, so great. I hope you voted today. I normally do these things on Monday, but I'm doing them on voting day, and I have I don't have my sticker. I guess it fell off, but I did vote today, and I hope you did as well. So great. Until next week, I'll talk to you then. Thanks so much. Bye now.